Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be making some delicious classic beef Benachin Senegambian style. Keep on watching if you're interested, and without any further ado, let's get cooking. Alright my Dada's team, let's get started. Let's start by adding our yate, which is a snail that will give this beef Benachin a delicious authentic aroma to it. Next you're going to go ahead and add your beef. You can use goat meat, you can use lamb, whichever protein you want to use of your choice. Make sure your oil is extremely hot. Alright, if you're liking this video so far, give this video a big like, big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and turn on your post notification bell so that you never miss out on any of my video. Alright guys, as you can see, my pot was very small because I have a lot of protein into this pot. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm going to go ahead and switch pots. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer everything into a larger pot. So just transferring everything to a larger pot will make this cooking go easy because I have a lot of protein, like I said. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue on browning the meat, and I'm gonna move on to the next step, which is blending my blended ingredients. I have here Scotch bonnet pepper or habanero pepper. Adjust the spice to your own liking. I have here 2 Scotch bonnet pepper, or you can use habanero pepper. Then I have my green bell pepper here as well. This is my knockers that I'm going to be adding into the beef Benachin. This beef Benachin was so delicious, it was so yummy, it was so rich, so tasty. Follow this recipe step by step so that you can achieve the same exact flavor that I have in my kitchen for you guys. To that, I'm going to go ahead, after adding my Scotch bonnet pepper and my green bell pepper, I'm going to go ahead and add some parsley and a handful of garlic. Guys, I love garlic. I love garlic so much, which is very healthy for you. Then to that, I'm going to go ahead and cut in 1 bunch of green onions, which is the scallions. Okay, yes guys, give this video a big like and a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new and turn on your post notification bell. I'm also going to go ahead and blend in white onions. Okay, I'm gonna add all the ingredients a little at a time because my blender is not too big. All right, then to that, I'm going to go ahead and continue on blending the half of the onion, which, like I said, the blender was too small. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and add all my seasoning in there, which is like my jumbo cube. You can use Maggi cube if you want, and I'm gonna put in some black pepper and some all complete seasoning. All right, and that will be the knockers that's gonna be added into the beef Benachin, and you're gonna see how, you know, how often I'm gonna add it in. There's gonna be two times that I'm gonna add it. You want to make sure you add some first, and then, you know, then add the second one. You will see as you're watching along the video. Now I'm going to add my seasoning. Like I said, my jumbo cube, you can use Maggi cube, whatever seasoning you like. All right, so this was our lunch for the Eid, the Eid celebration. That's what we ate. And I also already posted a video of the beef afra that we also enjoy on Eid day. So after adding my jumbo cube, I'm going to go ahead and add my all-purpose adobo seasoning, which has almost the same thing, you know, garlic, onions and all that stuff, but it's just dry seasoning. All right, if you don't have that, that's perfectly fine. Just use any seasoning of your choice. I'm going to add a powdered bay leaf. In Gambia they call it horompole. All right, this is a grounded one, the grounded bay leaves. it made the benachin taste so good, and it gives it a lot of aroma. So that was the powdered bay leaves. All right, and I also added the complete adobo seasoning, and then I added black pepper. Okay, in case you missed that, I believe that was the first thing I added, the black pepper. All right, I'm going to continue on blending everything until everything is well combined. Give this video a big like, a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and turn on your post notification bell, and so that you stay updated on any of my new video. And this is how everything looks like. Yeah, so delicious and yummy, and it smells so good as well. So now, after browning up the beef, as you can see, it's browned up really nicely. Now I'm going to add one chopped onion. All right, you're going to add one chopped onion. After adding the chopped onion, I'm going to go ahead and brown it along with the beef. Okay, then I'm going to continue on with the recipe. Now I'm going to go ahead and start my sauce for the benachin. If you haven't tried making a sauce on the side for your benachin, I would say let it start today. Give it a try and add and make some extra sauce for your benachin. So what I have there is a simply sliced onion, and then I added some banana peppers there. If you don't know what banana peppers is, I think I mentioned it on my Afra video. It's just banana peppers, or you can just use yellow bell peppers. Okay, then I added my complete adobo seasoning and black pepper, and I'm also going to add some seasoning cube as well. Adjust the spice to your liking. I added a little bit of the nokos that I just blended. All right, I added a little bit of that, and I'm also going to add some mustard. All right, this is the sauce on the side that we're going to put on top of the beef benachin. It gives it so much flavor. It's a simple way to just make the sauce on the side, but like I said, if you have never tried a sauce on the side for your benachin, either if it's chicken benachin, give it a try. All right, it's as simple as that. Just onion and you know, the banana peppers, or you can just use yellow bell peppers, or as is, just don't even put any bell peppers if you want. I just want to give it a little bit of color, and add seasoning, mustard, black pepper, and salt or jimbo cube. All right, I'm going to stir fry it and cook it until it, you know, oozes out its own sweetness. No water added to this at all. We're gonna keep frying it, browning it until it's brown, until it's completely cooked. All right, add a little bit. That was the banana peppers I was showing you guys. You see, that was the banana peppers. I went and actually add a little bit more. All right, you can find them at your local grocery store. It has a little bit of tangy taste to it. It will give the sauce a really tangy, nice taste to it. All right, it's almost like a pickled pepper. If I can better explain it like that, it's almost like a pickled pepper, but they call it banana peppers here, and it's yellow. All right, continue on cooking that sauce. Like I said, that's the side sauce for the benachin. So now that the beef and the onions are all browned together, I'm going to go ahead and now add my blended nokos. All right, this is the blended nokos. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. Also brown it along with everything until everything is brown. Give this video once more a big like and a big thumbs up, and if you're new, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget that post notification bell. You will never miss out on any of my video. You will be one of the first to know. All right, you don't want to left out. You don't want to be the last people to know if I upload, or you go keep searching for a beef benachin recipe and all that stuff. If you are Dada's fan, why not just turn your notification bell and keep the momentum going, you know, and keep the support going, and, you know, and be a loyal, you know, subscriber. All right, if you will. Anyway, so I'm continuing on cooking my sauce. As you can see, I continue on cooking it on a low medium heat. No water added at all to this sauce. You're just gonna keep frying it like so until it's done. Now I'm going to go ahead and transfer it into a bowl and put it aside and continue on with the recipe. So now you can see that the beef is brown with the onions and the knuckles. Oh my gosh. You're talking about flavor, guys. Flavor, flavor, flavor. And it's not done yet, guys. So I went ahead and add boiling water. All right. The reason sometimes I think I explained before why I cook boiling water. Cook with the boiling water because you don't want everything to be shocked, the meat to be shocked. Everything is already hot. I would say just start by adding boiling water into your food. So then next I'm going to add more knuckles. You guys see what I'm telling you guys? Add more knuckles after adding the water. All right, this Benachin was so delicious. Just follow the recipe step by step. You'll be on your way and you will bite your fingers, guys. If you plan on using your hand the African style way, all right, you will bite your fingers. So now I'm going to add all my vegetables. That's the red cabbage. All right, that's the purple cabbage. If you don't have the purple cabbage, you can use just the white cabbage. I wanted to add some different flavor this time. I added my purple cabbage, my eggplant, my cassava, which is yuca, and also I'm going to be go ahead and add some okra. All right, that's optional. I love okra, so okra is very good for you anyway. So I added my purple cabbage, my eggplant, and my cassava, and I also added my scotch bonnet pepper to float on top. Then later, like I said, you will see in the video, I'm going to go ahead and add my okra. Now I'm gonna cook those vegetables until they're really tender. Then I'm gonna come back and check on it and take everything out. All right, now that all the vegetables are all tender, all right, this is a real authentic Senegambian style jollof, which is the Benachin, originated from Senegambia. All right, talking about jollof rice, this is the real Benachin. We call it Benachin, all right, because the word jollof comes from Senegal and Gambia. All right, so this is a real. You people say, oh, jollof rice, jollof rice. No, it's called Benachin, originated from jollof. Okay, there's no any other country that speaks jollof in Africa other than Senegal or Gambia. So as you can see, I added the remaining knuckles. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my rice. All right, add my rice. I'm gonna cook it, come back, check on it, then cover it and cook it for 45 minutes uninterrupted. Give this video a big like, big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new and turn on your post notification bell so that you stay updated in any new video that I uploaded. That notification bell is very, very important because you will never be notified if I upload a new video. You don't want to be left out. You want to be one of the first. If I say first, one of the first. Okay, after adding the rice, okay, I went ahead and scooped some of the oil out actually off camera that you guys didn't see. So after adding the rice, I came back, cook it for like 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and turn it like so. Make sure it's not sticking from the bottom of the pot. Turn it, and then I'm going to cover it with some parchment paper or foil and cook it uninterrupted. If you have watched this video so far, you have really just successfully made yourself a delicious, authentic, classic beef Benachin Senegambian style. All right, guys, drum roll. This is the time. This is the time to reveal, the reveal. The drum roll. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I'm just trying to be silly, guys. But anyway, so this is how the beef Benachin, classic beef Benachin. Oh my goodness, every bite was worth it. Every bite. If I say every bite was worth it. Now, when it comes to cooking the beef Benachin or any type of Benachin in the Senegambian style, you can use any rice of your choice. Some people like the broken rice. Some people like jasmine rice. Some people like, you just use any rice of your choice. I went to the Asian store to go see if I can find a broken rice to cook my beef Benachin, but unfortunately the store was closed, so I just used the type of rice that I have at home. But regardless, it came out perfect and it was so delicious. Like I said, every bite was worth it. All right, like, share, comment, leave your comment down below. And the likes, what shows me that you guys enjoy the video. If you don't like, then I'm like, they don't like it. But if you like, that's how you interact with your favorite chef, Dada, right? So that's a way that you can interact with me. Then I know, well, my subscribers like the video. The liking the video will not cost anything. All you gotta do is just like the video and comment if you have any question. But the likes are very, very important, because YouTube tend to push more videos when you like the video. So after dishing out everything and plate up everything, this is how everything looks like. As you can see, I am adding the sauce on top. Make sure you make that sauce and give it a try if you have never tried it before. And I thank you all so much for watching. Until I come your way next time, I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you and bye-bye.